Episode? Oh, wow. That is strong.
Get you some cola. I gotta drink
get
that motherfucker.
I gotta get some ice in that baby. Woo!
Yeah. Greg knows well, bro.
He does.
Uh-huh.
But that's you just...
Need ice? Anybody need ice?
No.
I'm good.
So I think we can just say episode. We don't have to say what number. We have to say what number? Because we don't know for
Well,
sure.
why would you say episode?
Well, hold on, I can.
Another
Oh,
episode.
another episode. Yeah.
Don't. Let's just turn the cameras on. We'll figure out what fucking episode it is with the cameras on.
That one's on, right?
Yeah, they've been on.
Oh.
Doesn't matter what episode it is. We'll figure that out.
No, but I mean...
They can tell you in a minute.
All right. Well,
It's 7.
you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Girls-
Hold on, we've got a.
My wife's in the right way. I think 16. The SEC. We did...
You did the SECs. You
So
it's
it's
the
17.
SEC.
Yeah,
It's
it's
17.
episode 17.
Yeah.
17, yeah.
Episode
17?
17.
Diciassette.
I mean,
Yeah, but it doesn't. It doesn't.
Not that.
It sounds better in Italian than it does in.
Oh, is that what? Is that Italian?
Yeah. You think I was just making up some
No,
bad
I thought you
Spanish?
Were, I thought you were trying to pronounce it in bad Spanish. Yeah.
It sounds better in Italian than it does in
What
Spanish.
is it in Italian?
Diciassette.
Diciassette.
17.
Diciassette.
Yeah.
Diciassette.
17.
Yeah.
I think for my
Ready?
Hispanic
Yeah.
amigos, como estas?
Well, I'll do the I'll do the English, and then I'll do the Italian, and then you guys can do the Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody know any other language?
No. No, you don't, dude.
I can
you
count to
know.
9 in German.
Oh, no, I know French.
I get stuck at 10.
Yeah, I know my ABCs in
Well, there you go. I don't know how
Je
that's.
m'appelle Joe.
I don't know how that's relevant.
J'ai très fatigué. I'm very
That's,
tired. I'm very tired. My name is Joe.
Well, maybe you should say 17 in French for all our French Canadian fans.
I can't remember that. No,
Well,
my ABCs. I'm good with my ABCs.
Then you're no fucking good to us
No,
here. Then.
that does nothing for
Oh,
us.
that's right, because we didn't know.
All right.
17.
Okay.
Sorry. Go.
So we're back for another episode 17 of the show.
I'm Gunny Matheson.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I forgot how to do it. So I'm Gunny Matheson. My credentials here: add Waco fraternity chant,
Yeah.
grow the show.
Joe Schmidt. Also, yeah, I wasn't fraternity champ, but I was third.
That's pretty good there. I mean,
yeah.
considering I was there
Yeah.
and Dwayne was there and Luke Gagnon and
Yeah.
And I'm Tom McCutcheon, and I have done nothing since the last time we
he wasn't at Waco at all.
No.
No, I didn't go. So yeah, episode 17 for our Italian friends, Diciassette. For our Spanish friends,
17.
nice. All right.
Man, it feels good to be back, dude.
Oh,
it feels good to be back.
It's been a good probably month, huh?
At least.
It's been too long. It's
been
been too long.
Entirely too long. We've been
But-
on a,
We're going to get better at it, aren't we? We're going to get better at making these meetings possible.
we are gonna get. I've got a
Aren't
lot
we?
of pressure from
Aren't we
from my
gonna-
partners to make sure that
Well,
we.
one of your partners for sure, and the one in the middle doesn't say much. He doesn't give a shit.
No, I was just waiting until you guys got home. Everybody's been everywhere else.
Yeah, we missed the NRBC.
NRBC in Tulsa, the fraternity there. We missed the Legacy sale and the sales that weekend, and we missed
Tennessee.
Tennessee and the Arizona fraternity.
And Waco.
Oh yeah,
And Waco.
dude, we
You
can't,
can't miss
dude,
Waco,
we
yeah.
can't miss Waco.
We dominated, dude.
I heard that.
Dominated.
Mic drop at Waco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
World
I heard that.
Series trace.
Yep.
Yeah, Gunny and I were there, and we did. We dominated. I tied with some guy named Dwayne for third.
Well,
You know.
well,
It
I
was pretty
won.
Sweet. You won.
I won, and I won the level
Did they
3.
have
Yeah, 3
did,
and 4.
Yeah, I won the 3 and the 4.
did they have a prime time? Like did Dwayne
I
No.
win
don't
the
think
prime
so.
time?
No.
No, there was no prime time. There was 1 through 4.
How many were in that fraternity?
19.
Was it 20? I was gonna say 20.
19 were in it. But you know what? It's pretty intense.
Yeah, it was deep, dude.
Yeah.
Like it
That's
was
pretty
it was
intense.
stout.
Well, I was just curious. I wasn't trying to imply anything.
Oh.
Well, let me just tell you that whenever I ride that horse every day now, people at the barn say, The champ is here.
And now you were pretty confident going in.
I was.
No, because I came out, I thought I marked a 141 when I marked a 144.
Yeah.
And then Gunny's like, shit, I hope I can mark a 141. And then next time I see you, you're like,
Well, I marked-
145, bitch, yeah.
Well, I marked a 211 on him at Tulsa, and I had some trouble, but the best he rode around at Tulsa was when I showed him. And that's exactly what happened again at Waco. You know, I walked in there. I was cursing him all weekend, riding him around the makeup pen, but whenever I walked in there, he went in there and showed. So
That's we all know that's
Yeah.
80% of the game.
we'd rather have it happen that way than
Yep.
the other way. So
That's 80% of the game. Well, you know, so we missed the NRBC. We didn't have a show about the NRBC. Obviously, we didn't miss it. We were all there. But that show was that combination Futurity Derby. That was
Awesome.
huge.
It was
It
awesome.
was huge.
Yeah.
It's the biggest horse show in history.
But you know what? It was long too. I was ready to go home when we went home. I was ready to go home 2 days before we got to go home. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I mean, were you ready to go home? No? You were
I mean-
okay with it? No.
We're
didn't
always
think-
ready to go home.
Yeah, we're always ready to go home, but it wasn't like we were there that much longer than we normally are down in Katy, right?
Yeah, not that much. Couple of days, and I think we were all kind of geared for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, we weren't there that much long, but I showed 5 3-year-olds the first week and then got my NRBC horse ready and just dealing with the highs of the stress and the adrenaline and then the low after you show or the I said low after I showed, but I did good on one, so I was pretty happy. It wasn't all sad, but I don't know, just the highs and the lows. It seemed like it was a longer week to me, dealing with all those horses to show.
You know what I think helped a lot though is that first week the arena was open all week for the Futurity horses. I think not having the paid warm-ups that first week,
Yeah.
from show management standpoint, you know, it definitely, you raise less money. I mean, the paid warm-ups are definitely a money raiser for show management and helps offset some costs. But what was incredible this year is, you know, we combined the NRBC and the Tulsa Futurity. You know, Colleen McQuay and Cheryl Magato and Anne-Marie Burns run that show. And they were nice enough to let us step in and do that and run it together. And there was a lot of sponsors that were gonna sponsor, were committed to sponsor both, and they stayed on board for both. Even though it was that one horse show, there was a lot of the sponsorship was great.
Mm-hmm.
I think people were so ready to go do something and so excited. And
That's why the place sold out of stalls. And
yeah, it was
so good.
incredible. It was incredible.
Well, it was nice to have, like you were saying, we got our 3-year-olds done. And then you had the rest of the week to fix whatever you needed to fix, low pressure situation, and then you get the classic horses ready. I liked having them. Because we were there for those Futurity horses, were there for 2 days, 3 days max, and then we started showing. It wasn't like
Yeah.
they were there for 10 days, and then we had to show them at the end.
yeah.
So I liked having that, where you could send some home or keep riding them and then
Yeah.
focus on your classic.
I sent mine home after I showed. I was so done with riding so many horses at a horse show. I sent mine home, but
Yeah, we did too.
But it was nice. There's all sorts of places to ride, and then, it wasn't crowded. I thought it was great.
the weather was good.
The weather was good, and even if it rained, we didn't, lose much. We had a couple hours over rains.
Who? It's been so long. Who won the Futurity? Abby won it with Andrea.
Yep, I think
That's
Abby
right.
and Andrea tied to win it.
Abby showed was it a full sister? No, it wasn't the full sister that got it twisted up. It was a Gunner Trasha out of a Shiner mare.
Was it gonna trash it?
Yeah, it was a Gunner Trasha mare out of Slide by Shiner, I think. And then Andrea showed a Magnum out of Gunner Get You Done. Mare that I showed as a 3-year-old that I sold Pete Cobb.
Oh,
That's right.
Palomino mare.
Yeah.
That's right.
And they marked her 24 and a half. And
Yeah,
They
the
were-
Futurity. Yeah, the Futurity was good. Both, in the open side and the non-pro side. You know what's changed so much about the non-pro stuff? I mean, the non-pro fraternity, you used to be able to slip in there and win it with a 15 if you could, you know, keep all your shit together through the whole pattern and stay out of the penalty box. You had a pretty good chance of winning a big check. Not anymore. I mean,
And Tish won the non-pro fraternity this year? There? I can't remember, but I think she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and then she won.
We'll get to that later. She won the
Well, the other
Columbus
one, she
deal.
was
Yeah.
224 or something. Like
She's a big deal.
yeah, she's pretty good.
She's pretty good.
yeah, no, it was good. And then the only thing I would say about that long 2-week thing is it kind of maybe overshadowed a little bit when it was done. You're scratching your head. You don't remember really who won the
You
fraternity.
forgot who won the fraternity.
Yeah.
You just remember. Yeah, Casey Deary won the Open NRBC on.
Classic.
Yeah, he won the NRBC Classic on America's Next Top Gun, and to me, that horse has been an unbelievable individual. He just hadn't had his moment yet to shine, and the NRBC he did.
Yeah, he's
and
been real close a lot of times.
well, in the night, not only the night before, almost every time he's looked like.
Amazing.
Well, everybody's fighting for second place. I mean, that thing's looked unbelievable the night before more than once. So,
Yeah.
and he's only 4, so being pretty critical at saying he finally got one. Well, he's only 4. I mean, he's got 3 more years to get 3 more. I mean, and he very well is capable of doing it.
And that finals was deep.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. The ground there was amazing.
Yeah.
Everything was set up. It's a great arena. The ground was amazing. Everything was set up for that to be a good horse show, and it was. So
Well, and like you said, everybody was excited to finally get there and have the NRBC. And
Yeah.
I thought everybody was pretty
packed.
pumped.
I mean, more people. I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
The classes were full. I mean,
Yeah.
every day was. What about, I mean, being part of the management, did you get any flack for people wanting to move the NRBC to Tulsa permanently?
You know, there has been that's been out there for probably 4 or 5 years.
But now that it happened, I mean, did you get an abundance of people saying, dude, you need to make this happen, or not really, just the same?
Yeah, you do have your people that, you know, there are advantages to Tulsa. It's closer for a lot of people. It's 10 hours closer for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. It's more centrally located. It's amazing facility. But the flip side of that, you know, Katy is unique.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like we've been there a long time. It's unique, and I am not, you know, leaning one way or the other. I'm just, you know, I can see the good things of Tulsa. I can see the good parts of Katy.
Yeah.
And I hear both. I hear, you know, if you're local, some of the, you know, the downside to Tulsa is we already have 2 horse shows there. You know, if you're coming from 800 miles or 1,000 miles away and you don't go to the 2 local shows, then it's not as big a deal. And in which the Tulsa fraternity is not, I guess I wouldn't call it a local show. You know, a lot of people show up there, but not like the NRBC. So, you know, that's there's good and bad to both.
Yeah.
The facility's amazing,
Yeah.
and but you know, Katy is
Unique, yeah.
is unique. It's kind of an outdoor. It's indoor show pen, but it kind of gives you an outdoor,
Feeling.
more of an airy feel, and not all the concrete and.
But that's where,
whatnot,
like, parts of Tulsa, at least you can see the outside, you can see some
Yeah.
trees. And
Yeah, great
they're not
warm-up area.
completely enclosed. I did like that. Because I'm with you. I like Katy, and it's open, it's you know, it's a pretty area.
And it's a coin flip for us because it's 5 hours to Katy or 5 hours to Tulsa.
Well, I'm from Katy, so I enjoy going back there,
Yeah.
visiting family. But
Yeah.
I'm just curious because you hear the conversation. So I was just curious.
No, we heard the conversation for sure, and you know, there's a lot of people that like both shows together.
Yeah.
That like the fraternity and then rolling into that. But I feel like
I didn't. I know you said that. but I didn't. And I know we run fraternities with derbies, all the time.
Not that kind of derby.
But not that kind of futurity and not that kind of derby.
right.
I don't know. To me, the Hollywood's Tinseltown futurity, when you leave there, you go, wow. I mean, Andrea and Abby, they were amazing. Well, not this year. This year, by Wednesday of the next week, you were so worried about getting your show. Well, nobody cared anymore. I don't know. I think
No, I can see
I
that.
like having it more separate and going away. And there's so much pressure getting your 3-year-old. For me, it was getting them out for the first time. There's so much pressure and expectations you have in your head going, all right, got to do this. And then to follow it up with another week of, all right, I got to do this again.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me,
Well, the other downside is, forget the horse show. The other downside is, usually after the Derby, you can back off the Derby in June. You can back off your aged event, your 4, 5, and 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, and just concentrate on your 3-year-olds.
Yeah.
And this year we had to stay hooked all the way. I mean, it was a lot more workload for a lot of people
throughout the year.
to get there. So, I mean, there's pluses and minuses, and we're under contract in Katy for a few more years, so it's kind of a moot point right now. But I think we always are trying to do whatever is best for the industry and what everybody wants to do. So I certainly wouldn't really.
No, and cheers to the people that made it happen too. Mm-hmm. With the COVID thing that happened earlier this year with the NRBC, just finding a way to make that horse show happen, I think is
it
big.
had to happen.
Is big time though.
Yeah.
I think it's for the people that hustled and bustled to get it done. I mean, thank you. So
It had to happen. Yeah. No, but it was. It was stressful to a certain extent, trying to figure out how many horses were going to be there, how to do the scheduling, all that was certainly on our minds. But the support from the sponsors and then the support from the exhibitors. I mean, everybody there was some things that weren't exactly what we're used to. Not better, not worse, just different. And everybody was like, "Hey, we're glad to be here."
Yeah.
This was the least complaints about a horse show that I've ever heard in my life. I mean, everybody was happy, so it was good. And then, same thing with the Friends of Reining that put on the Memphis Futurity. Moving the Congress. I mean, those guys put up a lot of money.
Yeah, cheers to those guys too.
Yes.
I mean, cheers to Colston family, Markel, Fritz Lehman, Rick Clark,
Bob
Santagata, David McGee.
Yeah.
All those guys for
Frank Costantini,
Constantini and Markel. I mean, cheers to those guys.
And I'm sure we forgot some people, and I'm sorry if we did.
I made it a point at that horse show to find each one of those major sponsors that was there and make a comment and say thank you, just because they made that happen fast.
Yeah.
They were very, very much on the ball and said, you know what, we're not doing this. We got to have it. Yeah. And they made it happen. And
there was nothing wrong with that facility. I mean, it turned out to be.
The weather was great, man. Yeah. We hung out at the horse show more at that facility than we did a lot of horse shows, just because the weather was so awesome just to sit and hang out.
Yeah, weather was good. Went to Beale Street and a few other places, and it was fun. I'd never been to Memphis, and it was fun, and we weren't swamped. The schedule was good enough where we could get around, and of course Andrea won again.
Dude, he just keeps winning everything.
Not only is Andrea winning, but I've seen Andrea show 5 3-year-olds now that I've paid attention to, 5 in these major, and I don't know which one is the 5th one. I don't know how to rank them 1 through 5, but number 5 is better than everybody else's that I've seen.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, he looks good, and you know, I mean, he tries to win the go around, he tries to win the finals.
I understand that he tries to win the go around, he tries to win the finals, but if you sit there and watch him show, he's not desperate to do it.
No.
He's just showing his horse aggressively, but he's not abusing him or
No, for sure not.
or overdoing it for a 3-year-old. I mean, he's good. He's just freaking good.
Yeah, he's definitely I would say he's probably at his peak right now.
He's on his game.
Yeah.
That's crazy to say that a guy that's been as successful as he is just now at his peak.
Yeah.
But he has 5 horses that I've seen, and like
And
I
that's
said,
hard but you know what? He won most of the pre-fraternities last year too,
yeah,
and was in the same situation, and he's really done a good job, because it doesn't matter who it is. It is hard to come to the dance with that many good horses every year.
yeah.
And he does.
Yeah.
I mean, he does his homework early. He gets, you know, the right kind of horses. He's got a good program, and you know, he's there every year with that. And it doesn't matter. You can take any other guy, and it's hard for them to have that quality every year.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how he does it, other than I know nobody outworks him.
He's very focused. He's got to be mentally just tough as nails.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. He's got to be mentally. You know how hard it is to get one or two horses ready to show,
Yep.
and he leaves winning Tulsa, shows up in his top 4 or 5 on all of his in Tennessee. Doesn't even ride the horse the week that he's in Tennessee that he shows in Arizona, and steps off his plane, rides it for 5 days, and it looked like a cupcake walk out there. He's first and second, or I mean, it looked like he wasn't even working hard.
Yeah.
No, both of those. He just kind of
Just showed. He showed.
down here.
Half one turn, half circling, one turn.
I am
Oh,
done.
I'll half a stop. I won my last one. Give me a
Bring me
225.
the next champion.
Give me 30 grand. See you guys later.
Yeah,
I'll meet you at the
thanks.
fraternity.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. And it,
So impressive.
yeah. And then in amongst all the horse showing, we had the legacy sale,
Yeah, which was awesome.
which was amazing. I mean, the legacy sale.
The most amazing thing, not average, not sale average, the most amazing thing is what you told me the day after. To me, you guys had 3 pass outs out of 119 horses sold. 3 people decided that they didn't think that was enough money.
Unheard of. Yeah.
3 horses. Everything else sold.
How many?
Yeah.
Just 3.
Yeah.
How many normally is there?
It usually runs 12 to 15% at those yearling sales.
Yeah.
So that we were under 3%.
That's,
Yeah. No, it's incredible. And
so horse prices, people are getting what they want for their horses, and people are paying for them.
Yeah.
And they were selling. Lot 1 sold for $40,000 or $50,000, and lot 119 sold for more than what I would have thought it was worth.
for sure.
I mean, it sold for a lot of money. So it was from start to finish unbelievable.
you know, and when you talk about that, the thing is they have to bring what they brought at that sale to make it worth being in the breeding business.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they brought that kind of money this time. I know they need to bring that money. To me, that's the appropriate amount of money, what they brought, because as you guys know, go try and buy a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Go try and buy a 3-year-old. You know, I tried hard to buy some 3-year-olds this year, and pretty much the standard, where it used to be 50,000, the standard's 150. Everybody's asking, it looks nice, you just marked the 214 on it. What do you want for 150?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just marked the 214.
Yeah.
150.
Yeah.
You know? If somebody pops out and marks at 20, you know, they want 250, 350. I mean, the numbers, and we were asked 350 for one this year,
Yeah.
a gelding.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, it only makes sense that, and you know, we all know because we are all in the business of buying yearlings, starting them as 2-year-olds and selling them to people. I mean, we all do that. So that's just what they got to cost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way. It doesn't make sense that you can still buy them. And you guys know that I sit there at that sale and buy 8, 9, 10, 12 every year.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy one horse this year.
Yeah. I did.
You didn't buy one?
I did not buy one horse this year.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
How about the most expensive one?
Yeah, I dang sure did. I bought the yearling filly, the full sister to custom for $100,000.
Full sister Lula too.
Yeah, me and Tom Jansma and Cindy and Monica bought that filly. But the reason that we spent that, and I did not bat an eye, is because I have seen yearlings out of a full sister to that mare that never won a dime bring $20,000 around as a yearling. So yes, some people might view it as stupid to spend $100,000 on a yearling, but to me, that's a long-term business plan. She is gonna bring in $600,000, $700,000 the course of her lifespan through my business, in my opinion, raising babies.
Yeah.
So and seeing that sale, how well they sold, and thinking about this 2 years ago has made me try to collect inventory because, you know, there's less people raising horses, there's less horses, there's with COVID now, you never know how many people are breeding. Well, I'm doing the opposite. I'm trying to breed as many as I can to have as many numbers as I can.
Yeah, and you know, and I wouldn't say that because we bred at the ranch, we bred 515 mares last year. And that was as big a year as we've had.
So it hasn't slowed down.
So, no, it hasn't slowed down.
So the numbers are just good then. So then they're just bringing more money.
Yeah, and it, you know, and I think some people that were a little worried, you know, you guys know that probably in March, end of March, first part of April, I decided to do a deferred payment program.
Yep.
And I was thinking, I might get 20 extra mares. I had 125 people on the deferred payment program. So, I mean, I think people were they wanted to breed, but they weren't sure what was going to happen. You know, they didn't want to spend their cash right then, but, you know, they still wanted to breed. And I think it's good that they did, obviously now, because the business looks so strong. And unlike you, my business partner, Roxanne Kepsel, she's a partner with me on the ranch, as you guys know. You know, she bought an embryo for $90,000.
Yeah.
And I'd have done it for checks by Gunner. I mean, I don't know how I really don't know how you're going to go wrong on that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you look at it and you have the downside is if it doesn't work. And if it's a filly or a stud and it's pretty, which all of them have been, if it doesn't work, it's $75,000.
Yeah.
If it does work, it could be up to $1 million.
It's $1 million. Yeah.
And if you and I are sitting in Vegas and those are our odds, we're going to bet.
We're rolling.
We're going to bet.
Yeah.
So I think that was a good buy. I think yours was a good buy. But you know what? I think there was a lot of horses that were bringing what they have to bring. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. And as much as 2-year-olds cost, you know, you guys know as well as anybody. You go out and find somebody that's got a nice 2-year-old that you want to try. They're all 75 or 100 if they're ones that you want. Mm-hmm. So if the 3-year-olds are 150 to 250 and the 2-year-olds are 75 to 150, the yearlings can't cost $7,500.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah.
They have to be, that sale averaged $19,000. They have to be in that range. That's the appropriate range for the price of a yearling. Anywhere in that, 20 to 40 range, you know, to make it work depending on how they're bred. And, you know, the turnout was amazing. And, you know, I know there's for sure there's some online auctions, and has been, you know, the last several years. And, you know, I grew up going to horse sales. And there's something about a horse sale that I think it's fantastic for the industry. I mean, you guys felt the energy there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it was packed full of people. There was excitement. There was food. There was alcohol. It was an event.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what we need. For me, it's what we need as an industry, because it's not a horse show situation where people are tired and, you know, they staying up all night and riding, and they can't be with their clients, and they can't.
It's a fun experience.
This is fun.
Yeah, it's a fun weekend, because you can even take the night before and go to dinner,
Yes.
hang
Look at the
out.
horses.
Yeah. My buddy comes from, my buddy that's Gary, that's been coming to the sale with me for 4 or 5 years now. He comes and stays at the house
Yeah.
for a few days before. We make a whole week out of it, pretty
Yeah.
much. It's
Make
And
fun.
then you can go to all the ranches and see everything, and
Make a list, and I, like I said, I grew up. You guys know I grew up going to sale barns, and you cannot replace that. That feel,
that's fun. Yeah.
that I mean, and it didn't matter when I was a kid. It didn't matter if it was a real estate auction. I bought land at real estate auctions. I've bought all kinds of shit at farm auctions when I was a kid. The last time I went to my dad's place before he passed away, I was looking through one of his shops. There was an old wood stove in there that I bought at a farm auction when I was about 15, and I give $10 for it. And you know what? It sat in that shop for 40 years, 35 years, and it never got moved. But it cost $10, and it was big and heavy. I thought, how can you go wrong for $10? And I had to load that big sumbitch into my truck and then unload it, and it sat in the way for 35 years. And, you know, but there's just, to me, I love an auction, whether it's, and I know you're the same way. You and I have went to equipment auctions and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we all love it. It's fun. It's
Oh,
just,
dude, bidding on that mare. I knew what she was going to cost beforehand. Bidding on that yearling filly,
yeah.
that was an adrenaline high, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Running, I mean, that was an adrenaline high. Monica was panicking. She didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I was having a great time.
Yeah. No, I mean, you just can't.
I bid on
replace
one
it.
horse too before that. I bid on that yearling filly of yours to $53,000. That was adrenaline filled too, and I kicked myself for not getting her. But
Yeah. And selfishly, and for the industry, personally, I hope there's a place. I'm not saying there's not. There's a place for online auctions. I give anybody credit that wants to go out and hustle that, but you cannot, for the industry as a whole, you cannot replace the experience.
it was fun.
It
It was
going there.
exciting. It's fun.
And it's fun. And you know, when I buy horses at a yearling sale, part of it is, yeah, I see them in the stall, but that's not when I decide if I'm going to buy them.
Yeah.
I want to see them when the lights are on them, when they walk into the sale ring, when the announcer's going. Okay, do they all of a sudden turn their head upside down and put their tail in the air and go from a 10 to a 4? Or do they walk in there and go from a 4 to a 10?
Yeah.
You know, and that's why you've sat with me at several auctions sitting at the same table,
Yeah.
and you've seen me buy 50 of them.
Yeah.
And it's not because I've studied them out back.
Yeah.
I sit there, I study them on the page, and then I watch them go through that ring. And I think you just can't replace that.
Yeah.
You know, you can watch them on video going around a round pen. It's not the same.
Yeah.
I try to study the feel of how they're selling too.
Yeah.
Then you know, I mean, if one is in there stuck at $6,000 or $7,000, and you look at the paper and you have no idea why, and you look at the horse and you have no idea why. To me, that's fun.
Yeah.
Being there at the right place at the right time.
100%.
You know, buying the buying the $30,000 yearling for $11,000. That's fun for me.
Yeah, and it happens in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like it comes in there,
Yeah.
and you know, we all have that feeling when one walks in there that we want. Your heart rate comes up a little bit,
Yeah.
and you're just like you know, you try as many sales as I've been to. They get that thing started, and if I can't get the auctioneer's the ringman's attention, I'm still. Hey, yeah, do everything we can. But no, I mean, I think that sale was great, and it was fun, it's great for the business. And you know what? I had several people come to the ranch the next day
Yeah.
that wanted to buy horses, and now, I mean, they're buying babies out of the pasture because it's too, you know, it's hard to buy yearlings, and the quality's selling. Quality is
Well,
selling.
the Fort Worth sale was really big, and then Shawnee was good. They sold that one pony for $52,000. You know, it seems like any
Look at his mic. Look at your mic there.
falling on your pocket.
Horses are selling.
Yeah,
I'm
it
still,
seems like everything's
I'm still
selling.
plugged in. You guys, come on.
No, ranch
Let's
horses
be
are selling
professional.
for a bunch. Everything's selling. It seems like.
Yeah, no, things are good, and I, you know, I don't know that industry as well, and it really, it affects us to a point because those sales are a good exit strategy for some of our horses that don't make it to the top level. They're still better broke than anything that goes to those working horse sales.
Well,
you know, they
when
got a lot of
you're-
handle on them.
When you're breaking even at the bottom end, it helps everybody.
Yeah.
If you get back 60% at the bottom end,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
big time.
I have a bunch of clients, they don't care if they lose 50%. They just don't want to continue to spend money when they know they're going to lose 50%.
Yeah.
If you can just get them out right then
Yeah.
and have a place to go. So all the rest of that stuff is, you know, what's really what keeps everything moving. and
Well, on
flowing
the top, I
through.
mean, the top side is so out there that it's easy for me to roll the dice on a lot of them horses because you buy 10, it takes one horse sometimes, one good one out of the 10 to pay for all of them.
Yeah, no
So-
question.
So
No question. And right now, you know, broke horses are selling like crazy.
Crazy.
yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter. If they're broken and any non-pro can ride them,
yeah,
they're selling like crazy.
yeah, for
If
sure.
they're pretty,
Yeah.
you know, they're pretty.
Dude, hey, listen, guys, not to get sidetracked, but it feels good to be back in flip flops with no shoes on in front of a
I
camera.
thought of that. I wondered if it was since it was getting cooler, if you were.
Oh, yeah. Listen, whenever it's 32 degrees now, I'm going to wear my shoes and socks to the door and put the flip flops on for the cameras. Sorry to get sidetracked. We were talking about horse sales.
That's disturbing.
You know what? I love this time of year because you're kind of narrowed down to the ones you're going to show. There's not as much pressure on some of the other ones, and the weather's nice. And I mean, it's just kind of this is my favorite time of year.
This is the time of year when you start to hear, man, I got the best 2-year-olds I've ever had.
I've ever had.
And your 3-year-olds are falling apart. This one quit turning. That one's falling out of lead.
Yeah, but I got 8 really good.
Listen, I'm telling you what, I'm going to dominate next year's fraternities because I got these 3 for this horse show, these 3 for this horse show.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. It's going to be fun next year because I'm going to take them here and there, and I got a different set. Man, they're going to be good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, every year.
No.
Every year they're the best group.
That's what keeps us going for sure. But, you know, I mean, we gotta, you know, I mean, reality's a bitter pill, right? So we gotta have the hope.
Yeah. That's
We
right.
gotta have the hope.
Like Joe said, I mean, reining horses is like a bowl of cereal, right? It's like a bowl of shit cereal sprinkled with a.
Yeah, I think it's a bowl of disappointment.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it
Okay,
was.
I thought it was a bowl of shit.
Yeah. No, see, I don't remember. Someone, Adam Hendrickson, said that I said that. It was a bowl, raining's like a bowl of disappointment with just a little scoop of something on top.
With just a little sprinkle of satisfaction every now and
I
then.
don't remember. He thought I said that. I don't
Yeah,
remember
you
saying
said that.
I did.
Yes,
I
you
don't
said
remember
that.
saying No kidding.
If you don't
That's
remember,
pretty profound, dude.
if you don't remember saying
remember
that,
that,
I'm going to start taking credit for that phrase.
No, he said I said that at some
All
point.
right,
I
well,
don't
you know
remember
what? You
that.
guys,
It's a pretty
listen.
good little statement.
Yeah, but
there.
listen, viewers, get ready for the hat of the bull of
I'll get this for you.
we're gonna make
little
a-
cartoon character, bowl of disappointment.
bowl of disappointment hats coming your way.
That's right.
Trademarked by Matheson, since
Yeah.
Joe's not going to take credit.
I don't remember that, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you said it.
Well,
first.
he was.
Well,
Adam was
he-
adamant about
You
it. He
said
goes,
it
he-
first. You
he
just got a
said-
bad memory.
It's something you could
Yeah.
say.
He said, he goes, man, I tell all my non-pros that. You know, I'm like, okay, that's good. I like it.
Hashtag Schmidt happens.
Yeah, that's right. Hashtag Schmidt happens.
Yeah, no, I liken it to, for me, it's like golf. Like, when I'm out golfing, I'll be ready to just absolutely be done golfing. I'll be ready to, I never want to play this game again.
Yeah.
And then I'll hit one within 3 feet of the pin, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm back.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
You would think that he's exaggerating by saying he could hit one within 3 feet of the pin. But sure as shit, we played one time, and on 18, this guy hit one within 3 feet of the pin from 170 yards away. And he's not even a golfer, but when crunch time came, we were tied going to the last hole. It freaking smoked me because he hit one within 3 feet of the pin.
There's a little more to that story. We were tied going to the last hole, but I played best ball with myself. So I got 2 shots for everyone.
Well, I was gonna say,
One
I
and
didn't
a half.
even end up getting
Okay,
close to being
that's how we got close. But he smoked the first shot that he hit on the 18th hole within 3 feet, and decided he didn't need to hit another one.
Yeah, no, I hit that baby and I just, like I handed my club off to my caddy. I didn't have a caddy, no.
Just dropped.
Yeah, I just threw it. Like if I had a caddy, I wouldn't even hand it to him on that shot. I'd just throw it over there near him.
But no, that's true. I mean, I've only played golf at Top Golf, and usually we're shanking them all over. But when you hit it that one time and
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel it, yeah, it is. That's the best, dude.
That's what riding.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what.
oh,
That's what
yeah.
riding.
Is that
on-
the first time you golfed? One of the first times?
When we went to Top Golf, yeah.
Okay, so look at this picture right here. I have a nice picture right here
My
of
birthday,
Gunny
yeah.
helping Joe.
Helping me.
So
Remember?
No.
You were giving me some lessons.
Did I
Yes.
get behind you? And,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This was pre-COVID.
oh yeah.
We could be closer. Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
It was disturbing, but I learned a lot.
Yeah, but you know what? I like to be close to my friends,
Yeah.
and I'm not
Yeah.
uncomfortable in any situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm comfortable with
This
everybody.
picture right here.
yeah, you know,
Oh, no, you're right.
I love to golf, but I'm a vacation. We were on vacation then when
Yeah.
I was golfing good. I can only golf good on vacation. When I go to golf during during the year, I'm like, I shouldn't be here. I should be working. I should not be. When I was a kid, I was out screwing off all the time playing golf when I should have been working. But now I feel guilty when I'm only on vacation, when there's nothing else to do and I'm golfing, then I kind of just,
So you can't golf like during like one day a week or something?
no, mentally it would
Really?
tear me up.
He can't golf one day a year when he's not on vacation.
No, mentally it would tear me up. I just always think I feel guilty. I think if I go golfing, everything's gonna go to shit. I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna be broke.
You're gonna be broke.
I'm pretty
But you can
sure.
come home and hang out at the pool, or we can go to the movies.
Yeah, but I can come home at night after I'm done working. Golf, it's all day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. It does. It takes like.
I
How long does
mean-
it take? 4 hours for a game?
No.
4 or 5 hours?
No, not me.
I've never.
By the time you,
Well, but no,
By
by the time you
Yeah,
drive
hang out,
there,
and
Two
you
and a
gotta-
half
yeah.
hours.
no.
2.5
4 hours.
More, yeah. It's a
When
it's a half a day. At
You
least.
go in a
It's
four.
not a 4. It wouldn't be a 4-hour deal if you and I played. It'd be a 2.5 hour deal.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
but
you
it's
go
never
eat
just me and
afterwards,
you.
Hang out. And, right?
It's an hour to get there, and then it's your golf, and then you're done golfing.
I understand. It's a
And
fucking
then we
long time.
drink, and then we have a few drinks, and then we say, well, screw it, let's just,
Let's just go do something else after this.
Gunny and I often find some fun things to do.
Yeah, that's irresponsible. You
Yeah,
shouldn't be doing
yeah.
that.
No,
Should be working if you're taking all day.
Gunny and I don't have any trouble finding fun things to do.
No, I
And-
remember you guys always used to take executive lunches. Remember that?
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Yeah, it's like usually Thursday, Friday. Oh yeah, we'll be back, and then
No.
I'd never see you guys again.
No, we didn't take
no,
executive
not
lunches.
you and Tom.
I would take executive
Yeah, you
lunches.
do.
Yes, yeah. But they're important to me.
Yeah,
they're
no,
not.
but-
They're not being
It
important.
took me a while to catch on though. I mean, like, God, those guys haven't been back yet.
Well, we were. Those executive lunches were important because we had to go to Denton to get the money for Rick to pay his guys,
Oh right.
but we would get stuck
Playing Golden Tee.
at a certain establishment in Denton, and then it would turn into drinks to a wakeboarding boat, and it would turn into drinks on a boat, and it'd turn into a whole weekend of drinks on a boat. And they were great
Yeah, no,
executive lunches. They were weekend lunches, but they were great. You missed out on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, no, that's not right. That's not right.
You ate chicken and carrots for lunch, and then
Well, it depends on
That's only what
he ate whatever Megan brought him.
and almonds. He was big on
I'm
almonds.
out of almonds actually. Shelly
Dude,
came, she
you
didn't
need to
bring me
you
almonds.
need to call California and have her
No,
deliver
she
some.
came and they're sending them. I go through about 25 pounds every 6 months. Yeah, you get California almonds, people. Don't buy them in the grocery store. I got a person. Call me if you need almonds. Change your life.
Your local almond dealer
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
now.
I got a gal. Okay?
Listen, he's
Yeah,
got
I
a
got
gal
almond gal.
for your almond problem. Okay,
How do we start talking about this?
we were supposed to talk about
Oh, we're
horse.
talking about golf.
We were
Taking all
talking
day
about
golf.
horse shows, and
get
dude, we
into
blew
my frame.
right through all the fucking horse show shit that we were supposed to talk to, and now we're just talking about bullshit.
Yeah. Bowl of disappointment. What's on top again?
Sprinkle
what?
satisfaction.
Sprinkle of satisfaction.
Yeah. And then that's how my golf game is. The same thing.
Yes.
It's a bowl of disappointment.
With sprinkle of satisfaction.
Yeah. Hey, when do I get those clubs?
Whenever you want.
Gunny got new clubs, so I inherited his old clubs.
But don't you have to get them sized to you?
No, they're size to me. We're the same
We're
height.
the same.
Oh,
It's
really?
high, it's just on height.
Height. No, it's not, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's just on height.
Just, huh. But you're not the same height.
They don't care what size shirt you wear.
No, isn't it?
Well, I mean, he was
You think
implying.
it's-
He
you
was
think it's-
implying that my shirt's a little
a little
bigger.
bigger.
Yeah. We get it. We get it.
Oh, right.
It's
Oh,
just-
this is the fat shaming part
Yeah,
of the show.
yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah.
We haven't done the show
we,
for a while.
We did
That's right,
forget
so-
that. Yeah.
All right, she
yeah.
said. Next 5 minutes, fat shame Gunny.
Yeah,
Somehow.
What else do we have to shame Gunny with? Oh, the fucking sock thing.
Sock,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't have shoes. I'm barefoot and flip flops. You guys get over it.
You got your ugly ass feet.
Yeah, I have beautiful feet, but
Yeah.
some people don't think
Most
so.
people don't.
Okay,
I
on
don't
to
know.
the next thing.
Yeah. Golf and, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what do we got coming up?
We got
Ardmore.
Southwest.
A
Yeah,
couple days, right? We gotta
Southwest
leave.
fraternity. I got to go do paid warm-ups Thursday in 2 days, and then I'm moving in Friday, and then I got some paid warm-ups Saturday morning. What about y'all? Are y'all
I'm
planning?
skipping the paid warm-ups. I'm gonna
Y'all
go
haven't
later.
planned ahead like I have.
Well, I kind of planned ahead. I just don't feel like. I've been
I
on the
feel
road
like
so
Andrea
much.
Fapani would have scheduled paid warm-ups and planned ahead, so I did. I did, and I'm showing Waco champ there.
Right.
My God,
Whoops.
Well, if you're showing the Waco chant, you got to be ready.
I'm not doing any paid warm-ups on him. He's ready. I'm doing paid warm-ups on the ones that I, might have done a disservice to in Tennessee by showing them twice.
Yeah, me too.
You just schooling your Tennessee horses?
Yeah, I think the two I showed in Tennessee are for sure in my 3, so I'm going to school them, and then
Yeah.
I've got 2 other ones that I haven't shown anywhere yet. So
You're gonna show those.
yeah, and they're probably not going to be ready, but I know if I show them, if I enter them, and I know I have to show them,
You're gonna get.
I
them
know I'll gain a month in the next week.
ready. Ain't that something? How that happens?
Yeah, if I don't enter them,
Yeah.
and I'm not afraid of looking like a jackass,
You won't get anything done.
then I won't get anything
Well,
done.
I mean, just thinking about that, do you put a hard deadline on most of your 3-year-olds? Okay, I'm showing them at Tulsa. Do you put that deadline on them 6 months ahead of time? I mean, do you, Joe? I mean,
I usually try showing with Tulsa first.
No, I don't put them on 6 months ahead of time. Like when I get a month out and I figure, okay, this one's gonna be ready. This one's gonna be ready. I mean, I try to get them ready early enough where I feel like I hate showing them when they're not ready because I feel like you can use more horse than you want to use. I think the broker they are, the longer they're gonna last. They're gonna get through those early runs easy.
okay, how about this, to flip side it or whatever? Whenever I worked for you, we went to Denver a couple times and showed them in July.
Yeah.
When was the last time you showed your 3-year-olds in July?
I haven't. I usually always wait till
It's
Tulsa.
it's been 2006 or 4 since we showed.
Yeah, I used to usually show them the next week in Minnesota.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's
Yeah, anyway. And you showed Super Mario in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a week later. I think it's okay as long as they're,
I'm not saying that it's not okay or it's bad, but
yeah.
there was an earlier deadline than Tulsa. You know, I usually use Tulsa as the deadline.
Yeah.
Whenever I worked for you, it seemed like Denver
Yeah, we always used to go to.
might have been the deadline, and I was never ready. Just had to find a way.
Nobody's ready in Denver.
Yeah.
Nobody's ready in Denver.
Yeah.
You just go and do the best you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody makes the finals.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Even Craig wasn't ready, and he's good. He's big time.
He's pretty good. He's all right. Yeah. He usually gets it.
And he wasn't ready this year, so we feel good about that. Southwest, yeah, we're going to
Ardmore.
Ardmore.
Then the big fraternity, right?
Then the big
all we got.
fraternity.
Ardmore, well, you know, more important people like his kid probably have the World Show in
Oh,
there.
right.
Yeah,
that's right. We got the
Cade's
World
got
Show.
2 World Show horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, yeah, Paint World too. We missed Paint World.
Paint World,
Right.
yeah.
You showed Paint World.
Oh,
didn't you?
yeah.
Were
How'd you do?
I didn't know.
I did pretty good. I mean, I did pretty good. I don't know the exact
You were
number
17.
that I ended up.
That's right. It was a 17, wasn't it?
What?
Did you hear a story about 17s?
Well, I know
Yeah.
I harassed him for
Yeah, he
being
had
stuck
like a
on
streak.
17.
Yeah, he had like 10, what is it, 10 horses?
8.
8.
8 horses.
8 in a row, just
Yeah,
about.
but you know what, Joe? I quit harassing him about that because I harassed him enough to get
17
under
and a
his
half.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
17
half.
and a
Oh,
half.
17 and a half.
I had 8 runs in a row that was 17 and a half.
Yeah.
I had harassed him. I had harassed him at Tennessee enough and put him on this, you know, this over-exaggerated pedestal of marking a 220 that he caught on to it. And then I felt bad about it, so I kind of quit harassing him about being on the 17 and a half kick.
No, he was
I felt
hard.
bad about it.
Yeah, no, I knocked the shit out of those 17 and a halves in Memphis.
Yeah, when
dominant.
I saw you mark 20, I'm like, oh, perfect.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
God.
He broke the streak.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was like, please don't be a 17 again.
Yeah. No, and then in the
17
finals I got close again, but I still,
Yeah.
He still nudged it, though.
still managed it as 18.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they were, you know, they were generous there.
yeah, that's what I heard. I heard they were real loose.
Oh, you think they were generous there? You should have seen the Paint World.
So you marked 17 at the Paint World.
17 and a half.
Half.
Won $700.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trey Poole won the Paint World, didn't he?
Yep.
Did
Yeah.
he win the fraternity?
The
didn't
no,
show him
the,
the
the Derby,
Oh,
the
Derby.
the
Derby,
challenge,
yeah,
the
yeah.
challenge.
Challenge. That's right.
He showed a horse named RR Gunslinger, I think, and that's a good horse. That's been a good horse for him. Okay, I remember all the stupid stats. You guys don't remember shit.
Yeah, I won $750 and $100 for Texas bred.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a big show for me.
Yeah. How much you win in Waco?
Dude, Mike Drop won 1,600.
What? Dude, for third both divisions, I think Dwayne and I won like 360.
Yes, 1,600.
Damn.
2 trophies. First place. Level 3, level 4.
Waco.
Waco champion.
Warm up series
So,
3.
fans of the show, when you see me at Ardmore riding a real pretty sorrel horse, you can say, The champ is here.
The sheriff's here.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
it's gonna be big time.
All right, guys. Well, good show.
We're growing the show again. It feels good to grow the show
Oh, it
again.
feels good to be back. It does feel good to be back, I gotta say.
Yeah.
And
I miss this.
I can't tell you how many people, well, I can tell you guys,
Yeah.
because they did to you.
And you did.
No, they did the same thing to you guys. How many people walk up to us everywhere and say,
Thanks for doing the show.
Yeah.
Hey, when are you
Love
gonna do
the
the
show.
show? Love the show.
I went to Carly's, actually at Carly's show, one of Carly's shows where she's showing the jumpers, a couple of people walked up to me and said, hey, we watched that show. It's a great show. We love seeing it and seeing your industry. And so anytime we can share some of what we do with anybody else, it's good. So, yeah, good stuff. It's fun. So, everybody, if you like the show, it doesn't really matter if they like the show. If you don't like the show, if you like the show, share it, comment. What else are they supposed to do?
Questions? Give us any
Questions, comments.
Questions.
Concerns? Yeah.
Like our page,
Send money.
send money. We're taking donations.
We take shoes.
Yeah.
We take flip flops. We take some kind of thing to cover up my feet, like
Like a shawl or something.
On those
Or,
donations, though, please only hundreds. We don't have time to count the 20s and
We
the
only deal with
10s.
large bills.
Yeah, just large bills. So anyway, thanks again. We'll see you next week.